Hello everyone. Today we will see the topic coordinate geometry from 9th standard. So we must know about the number line to see this topic. So what a number line is? This is a number line I have drawn. This is 0 and on the right hand side we are taking positive numbers. On the left hand side it has negative numbers. So when from this 0 in the positive direction at a distance r says at a distance r we are moving, then we will get a point r at a distance r from the 0. So when we will move to the left hand side at a distance r from 0, we will get a point minus r at this distance, till here. So these a number line represents numbers only. So when we have two such lines, say x dash x, another is y dash y, two number lines these are, and when these number lines intersect each other at 90 degree, and when these are perpendicular, when these are having perpendicular intersection, then the point of intersection is known as origin. It will give us, this intersection will give us of two number lines x dash x, y dash y, it will give us Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane, or I can say xy plane, or coordinate plane. These are three names for this plane: Cartesian plane, xy plane, coordinate plane. So in this plane we can represent a point. This plane we can represent a point. For a number we have to represent a number, we have number line. To represent a point we have this Cartesian plane, which is what? An intersection of two number lines, and the point of intersection is what? Origin, which is 0 basically. So now these are called axes. These are called axes. Together this is plural of word axis, axes. So together x dash x, y dash y are called coordinate axes of the plane, and the plane is what? Coordinate plane. These are coordinate axes. So here O is called origin or 0. This is called origin. So when we take OX and OY, I am writing here OX and OY gives us positive numbers. OX dash and OY dash, OY dash gives us negative numbers to represent a point. So this Cartesian plane is dividing, these axes are dividing this Cartesian plane, these axes, two axes are dividing this Cartesian plane into four parts. This is the first part, this is the second part, this is the third part, this is the fourth part, and each part is known as quadrant. So we are having four quadrants here, 1 to 4 quadrants we have when we are moving in anti-clockwise direction. So this is anti-clockwise direction, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are having four paths which are known as quadrants of this plane. Comma y in bracket is known as coordinates of a point. Is a coordinate of a point. We need graph paper which can show these points accurately. So xy, what is this x called? X is equals to, this is known as abscissa, and this y, value for y is known as ordinate. This is x coordinate, This is y coordinate. So x coordinate is known as abscissa and y coordinate is known as ordinate. So let's see few questions related to this. One more concept is, in the first quadrant we have both the values for a point positive, both the coordinates we will have positive. Here our x is negative, y is positive. So in second we have minus plus. In the third quadrant we are having both negative, x is negative, y is negative, and in the fourth we will have coordinates as x is positive and y is negative. So plus plus in first, minus plus in second, minus minus in third, and plus minus in the fourth. These are four coordinates. So if we have to show a number on these axes, so on x-axis a point will always be like x and 0 is fixed, because on x-axis y is always 0. Y is always 0. On y-axis y is have some value and x is always 0. So when we have to show, for example, if I am taking 2 on the x-axis. Now on this x-axis this is my 2, but here y is fixed to 0. So this is my point 2, 0. And if I have to show a point minus 3, say minus 3 on the y-axis. So on this y-axis this is my minus 3 and here x is fixed to 0. So this point is what? 0 and minus 3, this point. So on the y-axis 0 is fixed, y will have some value, and on the x-axis y is always 0, and a question is to show these points on this plane. How will I? So 2 and 5, 2 is positive, 5 is positive, so it will lie here. So value for 2x is 2, so abscissa is 2 here, ordinate value is 5. So if this is my 5, say this is my 5, then this is 5. So we will try to meet these 2 points. Go perpendicularly, move straight and join these 2 points. Somewhere here I will have 2 and 5. Next is minus 3 and 4. So minus 3 is the value for abscissa. Minus 3 is for x. This is minus 3 and 4 is ordinate. 4 is here. So I have to draw lines such that I can get a point here. The meeting of this moment will give us this point. This point somewhere we can accurately draw on a graph paper. This is minus 3 and 4. So next is 0 and 6. So here value for abscissa is fixed to 0. That means it has some value on the y-axis because ordinate is 6. So the value for y is 6. I have not drawn here. Let's correct it. Let's make this 3. 0 and 3. So 0 and 3. X is 0 and y is what? 3. So this is my point 0 and 3. Next is 4 and 0. So value for ordinate is 0, abscissa is 4. 4 is here. On this number line value of y is 0. So this is my point 4, 0. So I hope you get, this is the point 4 and 0. This is the point 0, 3. So this was all about coordinate geometry. Thank you for watching.